Good afternoon, I'm Charles Lejano. This is One News Now. The government plans to transfer COVID-19 patients under home quarantine to isolation facilities under Oplan Kalinga. Local governments have not acted on the order as they have yet to receive the official written directive. For updates, Greg Gregorio is reporting to us live from San Juan City. Greg, we have human rights groups up in arms and we are hearing different things from various officials regarding this Oplan Kalinga. What's the latest?
Charles, San Juan City Mayor Francis Zamora says they are still waiting for the order from the Interior Department before they can start implementing the program. Zamora assures his constituents that once the directive is handed over, they will carry out the initiative within the bounds of the law. The Oplan Kalinga program was announced by the IATF on Tuesday, where the DILG Secretary Eduardo Año mentioned the conduct of house-to-house measures, which immediately draw public's ire. Human rights group Karapatan fears that it may lead to a Tokhang-style human rights violations with the PNP on the lead. But the DILG spokesperson Jonathan Malaya made some clarifications. In a phone interview, Malaya says LGUs will lead the program and not the police force. He pointed out that local health officials possess the list of the whereabouts of the patients while being monitored. Malaya assures the public that patients won't be arrested, even if they resist authorities. He says they will only be reminded of the dangers of staying at home in less than ideal conditions. But Justice Secretary Menardo Guevara says the initiative has not been taken into discussion by the IATF, nor was he consulted about it. Guevara notes, however, that the transfer of patients to isolation facilities is allowed under the law on mandatory reporting of notifiable diseases. Even Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres says home quarantine should only be allowed under strict protocols. The DOH explains that unmonitored home quarantine implementation might contribute to the rise of coronavirus infections due to community transmission. Charles, here in San Juan City, Mayor Zamora assures that they have enough isolation facilities for the mild and asymptomatic COVID-19 patients. Charles?
Thank you, Greg Gregorio, reporting live from San Juan. Here are other stories we are keeping our eyes on. The Philippine Hospitals Association is opposing the measure requiring medical centers to provide hazard pay to health workers. The group says they cannot afford to do so as earnings have been slashed to half during the pandemic, while expenditures continue to rise. House Deputy Speaker El Rey Villafuerte files a resolution seeking to use the TV and radio frequencies formerly assigned to ABS-CBN for distance learning. Villafuerte, who voted to reject the network's franchise renewal, says exhausting all possible delivery modes is important to keep students engaged during the public health crisis. And the United States rescinds a controversial rule barring foreign college students from staying in the country while attending online classes. With this development, the U.S. Immigration Bureau will revert to the previous directive from March that suspends usual limits on online education for foreign students. For more updates, follow News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. You can also visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis, and you can catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime and anywhere. We'll now throw you back to the House of Representatives, where Meralco is telling lawmakers how the company has responded to the issues that were thrown at them during the pandemic. I'm Charles Lejano. We are One News.